Now, you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWineRadio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes Radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.
Hi, my name is John Hames. I'm the Executive Director for the American Wine Society, and I'd like to invite you all to look into the American Wine Society and possibly join us for our 45th annual conference, which is going to be held in Portland, Oregon, November 8th through 10th of this year.
Welcome to Wine and Dine Radio. I'm Lynn Creelo-Chamberlain.
Hi there, this is Andreas Larsson.
Hi, this is John Capon.
My name is Madhur Jaffrey.
Hi, my name is Heike Platter. I'm from the Alto Adige region, or Südtirol.
Hi, my name is Paul Dolan. I am absolutely passionate about growing organic and biodynamic fruit for our wines.
Hello, my name is Lorena Garcia.
Hello, my name is Fritz Maytag.
This is Joyce Locke. I'm the author of Foodie Fight.
Hi, this is Lydia Mandave, founder of 29 Cosmetics.
Cheers, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of ThinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect.
Today we're going to give you a heads up on the upcoming 45th annual American Wine Society National Conference. This year is being held in the Willamette Valley in Portland, Oregon. Joining us today on Wine and Dine is John Hames, who's the Executive Director of the American Wine Society. And let me say that the American Wine Society's mission of promoting wine appreciation is the foundation of the organization. But there are a lot of people in the American Wine Society who are home winemakers as well. New chapters this year alone started we're in my neck of the woods in North Wake Forest, and as I understand, upcoming there'll be one in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you don't have a chapter near where you live, you can basically create that with a little help from John Hames. And I thank you so very much for joining us today. And John, whoa, this is going to be, I looked at the conference lineup of the events that are going to be happening, and boy, there's so much going on about Pinot Noir, which makes sense.
Well, first of all, hi, Lynn, and thank you very much for this opportunity. I always enjoy talking about the American Wine Society and really appreciate the opportunity to reach your audience. And yes, we are excited about being in Portland, in the Willamette Valley, in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, there are just great wines in both Washington, Oregon area, and we are just excited to be there and allow our members to really learn a lot more about Pinot Noir and everything else that's grown out there.
How far out does the board of directors come up with the topics or the themes and the locations for American Wine Society conferences?
The locations are pretty much about a year and a half ahead of time. We've already booked 2013, which will be in northern Ohio, and we will be looking at our 2014 location right after this conference completes next month. So about a year and a half ahead. And What we do is the American Wine Society was founded in 1967 in the Finger Lakes region of New York. So naturally, the growth of the society was heavily weighted toward the East Coast, Northeast, and East Coast for a number of years. Now we have branched out that we've got members in, I think, around 40 different states, and we have chapters in probably close to that many states. So we really are branching out more toward the West Coast. We even have our first chapter in Hawaii this year, a new chapter out there, so we're excited about that. But the chapters or the locations we choose for conference are based on trying to give something for a lot of our members to be able to go to it. So we look at holding a number of them within driving distance of large pockets of our members in various parts of the country. And then we'd also look at, in the case of the Portland conference here this year, we didn't have that many members in the area prior to the conference, but we wanted it to be an opportunity to let people know about us and grow the society in the area, and that has been successful, that we have grown quite a bit in that area. And it also allows our members on the East Coast an opportunity to travel out there and get to not only enjoy our conference, but extend their trip a little bit, take a little vacation, and tour wine country out there.
And in fact, you even have pre-conference events going on, right?
That's correct. We have 2 days of pre-conference tours, the Wednesday and Thursday before the conference, that we set up, and the members get to travel around to wineries and get to know the wines and the wineries before the conference starts Thursday night.
Thursday, November 8th. And
correct.
At the Red Lion Hotel on the River in Portland. And all that information is up on the website of AmericanWineSociety.org. So how did you go about coming up with this list of topics for all these different classes and lectures for the sessions? Did some of them come from members or people saying, hey, I'd like to be able to share? Or did you have to seek, come up with a lot of the ideas yourself?
Well, it's a combination. We certainly have, we know we have about 30% of our members that are amateur winemakers. So we always try to look at having one session within each time period that is geared for the amateur winemaker to help them improve their craft and learn more about making good wines.
Okay.
And in addition, we know that a lot of our members enjoy food and wine pairings, so we try to have one session in each time period that is dedicated to a food and wine pairing, that we will have chefs. They're actually preparing some food, pairing the wines with it so they can learn what the tasting experience is. And this year we're focusing obviously on Pacific Northwest wines and the foods of that area. Beyond that, it's we try to do a diverse selection of classes for people to go to. We want to, of course, showcase the area that we're in, but we don't want it to be all about Pacific Northwest Pinot Noir. We want people to experience wines of the world. So we look for people that can bring wines from different countries, different parts of the U.S. We have wines from Virginia as one of our classes this year. We have wines from Chile, the Yarden wines from Israel.
I saw that.
We have Portuguese wines, we have Spanish wines, we have French wines.
Argentinian
wines. So, we want people to learn about wine. That's the whole philosophy of the society is, learn as much as you can so that you can make the best decisions with your what meets your palate and your budget.
Rattle off, if you know at the top of your head, the sponsors of the event. Or it's kind of interesting because it includes a couple different regions.
Well, yes, it is. We actually have 9 sponsors. We do have sponsors that do non-wine things. Let's do the wine things first. First of all, of course, the wines of Oregon and the wines of Washington State are co-sponsors for our Showcase of Wine, which is a grand tasting event on Friday night, November 9th. And then we have a sponsor for our breakfast, our opening breakfast, which is always a sparkling wine breakfast.
Yes.
And that's the wines of an area in northern Italy called Franciacorta.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know about them. They're trying to get their name out, and we're very grateful that they decided to work with us and let our members know a lot about the wines from Franciacorta.
That'll be a delicious breakfast.
I think so. And then our lunch on Friday is going to be sponsored by the wines of Ribera del Duero in Spain, which makes some wonderful wines. We're really looking forward to that. And then our lunch on Saturday is sponsored by the wines of Chianti Classico. And so we've got some great wine sponsors for the whole event. And then we have some other sponsors. Willamette Valley Vineyards is sponsoring our opening reception at their winery. We're calling it the Willamette Valley Experience, where we will have probably 25 to 30 Willamette Valley wineries, and we will also have chefs there preparing food, of local food to go with the wines, so that people can get the true experience of the Willamette Valley in a winery in the valley.
I hope you guys have good weather for that.
We hope so too. They do. We've planned for that contingency. We do have enough room under roof for people, but we want to make it special. We want to make something other than just being in a room and tasting wine and eating food. We want to again experience the Willamette Valley. So we're real happy about that. And then we have sponsors like the folks that make Bremner wafers are providing all of the crackers for the conference, all of our palate cleansing crackers.
That's great. That's a great idea. Did they approach you, or did somebody in the organization approach them?
Well, actually, I approached them a couple of years ago. This is I think the second or third year they've done this, and it's a great pairing because, of course, our members get to get to have those, and hopefully we want them to go back, and then when they go to their chapter tastings, they buy more Bremner wafers. So
right.
It's a great palate cleanser for wine tasting.
Well,
and then we have Balzac Communication and Marketing that helps us with a lot of things throughout the conference, and the Willamette Valley Wineries Association is helping us with some items throughout the conference. So we're just really very, very pleased to have such great sponsors.
How many people are you expecting at the conference this year?
Well, right now we have about 511 that are already registered. Some of those are not for the full conference. Some of those are for maybe one day or the other day. So we still have room available, but we're getting fairly full. But there are still registrations available.
Okay, and let's talk before we run out of time about membership in the American Wine Society. There are a couple different levels of membership.
Yes, there are. First of all, we have our regular membership where we have an individual rate for one person of $49 a year, and we have our household rate, which is for two people at the same household. That's $62 per year. And either of those are for people that just want to learn more about wine and get into an organization that gives them a lot of benefits that they wouldn't get just by going to wine tastings at local wine shops or restaurants or whatever. Being part of a national community of people that do a lot of tastings and enjoy wine and great ideas. We have a couple of publications that they'll receive. Of course, you have to be a member to attend our conference. We do have a wine judge certification program that we offer for those that seriously want to learn about judging wine.
And there's also a professional membership, a student membership, and a lifetime membership.
That's correct. And they also offer some great opportunities, so we hope people check us out on the website.
And on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn. And we will have links up to AmericanWineSociety.org. James Hames, Executive Director. Thank you. I'm saying James. John, thank you so very much for joining us today on Wine and Dine.
Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate it.
We will have links up for you to learn more. Now you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWineRadio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. the more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.